By the way, yes, I'm rereading the story. If this like 20-minute story fumbles at any point, I'm closing the game. I'm so serious. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on a neck the size of tree trunks, its bloodred eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. I will say, sometimes I have no idea where the sentences end, so it sounds kind of weird. Before long, the night of the accursed festival have arrived. A white plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Funami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by the sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the Beast Cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced well into the moonless night, but Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. At last, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt towards Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. You guys got ads? I don't even think I have ads set up right now. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. You guys got 5 ads? God damn. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranui refused to give in with its last ounce of strength. The majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. I love my dance. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the new wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed his eyes and drifted off, as if into slumber. And yes, I'm glad it's working, no problems. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukiyomi and placed inside the moon cave. I said that as if I was reading it from Naruto. I am so sorry about that. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. I have noticed you, Mari. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. I have noticed you too, Ethan. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukiyomi, the sword that banished that dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend. Nothing but a fairy tale. All it takes is one guy to hold everyone else. He couldn't just vibe. Now he running. I'm so glad you guys can actually see what the game looks like now. It's such a beautiful game. It's such a beautiful game. Oh, he who seeks power, he has broken my bonds. Speak the words. I wish darkness onto the world. Utter that prayer onto me and unleash my power. He's like, oh boy, I'm cooked. But you see how long this intro is? And I've done this intro maybe like 4 or 5 times now. And it ain't even done. It ain't even near done. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Wood Sprite Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There's no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Okami Amaterasu. Ah, such a divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Did I just get 9 bits? I appreciate the bits. My girl just trying to sleep. I feel that. I actually took a nap today. Excuse me. Amaterasu. Gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Oh? What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Oh? Oh? I'm not doing the loud sound effects. I'm so sorry. Phew, what on earth? You again. I want to check what those notifications are so bad, but I can't go to Streamlabs or I'm cooked on this game. I know for a fact I'm cooked. Ow, are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all. Were you napping my clothes again, Bug? Bug? I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isun. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. He got some skills, I'm not gonna lie. He definitely got some skills. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Furball? You look kind of down in the dumps. Actually, you look kind of familiar. God, you look just like that statue of Shiranui. Well, what do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? Whoa, I just got my first sub. Let's get it. Just you wait till I turn the sub things to bucket hats. A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prize sword, Denko Maru, on you. I appreciate the sub, Mari. What's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway? Oh, great God Amaterasu, I've used all the powers I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on, their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees return to normal, huh? That Sakya girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit? That's the fruit. That girl said that. If you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. I'm in the game, guys. I'm in the game. I can play. Woo! Where are we? It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right stick to look around. LB changed your point of view. Boy, you really look hopeless. You sure you're gonna be okay? Okay, then they're gonna tell me about the save point, which I will thankfully save. actually don't know what a chair is, but you know, I appreciate it. That's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. That way, you could always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes. Okay, so pretty much after the save, that's pretty much when the game actually starts. And both times it's about a 20-minute intro. I know I stopped a little bit for both times, but dear God, if I gotta do that again, I honestly, I might be cooked. I don't know what else to say. Okay, hold on. I gotta see if I can. All right, let's get into this. Look at all those pots just waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Press X to bust them with your head. Copy. Oh, I just completely missed. Way to go, my furry friend. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. And money comes out of it. Like rupees. Perfect. Okay. Whoa, hold on there, Furball. Get a load of that. That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Getting up that high ought to be a piece of cake. Press A to jump, then press A again to do a wall jump. But make sure you press it firmly so you jump really high, okay? Oh my god. Okay, boom, and dash. I knew you could do it. They say good luck is found in high places, so keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss anything. Okay. And then more money. Money hella comes in handy. So I gotta keep my eye out for that. Boom. Please. Tamed a holy bonus. Amaterasu's favorite snack restores 3 units of solar energy. Looks like the bridge is out. It shouldn't be so hard. Amaterasu, was it? It's kinda long. Mind if I call you Amy? Listen, Amy. Ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least, that's what they say. Just watch. It'd take all day to explain. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Nice, huh? Just a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of many brush techniques that use divine power. It's a brush god, power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there are 13. Each one is a power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. The gods now dwell within objects all around us, but God or no god, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? That's gonna be me. Oops. Okay. Let's continue. Let's get this bread. That's a map. Oh. Oh! I like this. I like this a lot, actually. River of the Heavens. The River of the Heavens? They mean the fabled Stardust River? But I sure don't see anything like that around. It couldn't be that little pub over there, could it? Oh, what's up here? Oh, I guess I was supposed to go this way. Whoa, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look, are those stars forming a pattern, or is that just me? There's one missing. Guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. Bah. Looks like I'm just not ready to draw the missing stars. Press RB to hold the brush, then X to draw. I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. Alright, but let me cook. Hold on. Why if it isn't Mother Amaterasu? I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomigami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men, and now lies in disarray. I became a consolation and managed to survive until now. The time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust. Wow, that was Yomigami, the god of rejuvenation. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good with a brush as yours truly. Nah, it couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? Hey, I got an achievement for that. Nice. River of the Heavens. Wonder if drawing some stardust would get the river flowing again. Nah, it's one thing to fix a bridge, but fixing a starry river? There's no way you could pull off a stunt like that. How do I do it? Is it? Oh, nice, okay. Oh. Hey, okay, that's how I do it. Nice. Whoa, a river of stardust. So this really must be the river of the heavens. But what I really want to know is who the heck drew the darn thing? He's a little slow. We still accept him for who he is, though. You know, the one thing I actually really want this game to at some point, or not this game, but like the sequel to do, I want them to make swimming better, because swimming in this game is so unbelievably slow. You obtained Astral Pouch. Look what you found, Furball. This Astral Pouch here is amazing. It can swallow up lots of food. Then, when it's full, it can revive its owner if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we can find around here. I'm assuming this is gonna be filled with all food. Okay. Oh, no, money. This is gonna be filled with all food. Yep, there we go. Nectar-filled sour apple fills astral pouch a little bit. And from the peach. Juicy and fragrant peach fills astral pouch a little bit. Consumed orange. Orange with sharp citrus taste fills astral pouch. I'm assuming a little bit. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Got everything here. Perfect. Is there gonna be a minigame? Oh no. Okay, I can just skip that. Oh, can I draw there? That might be what it is. But the game probably loads fast enough where I don't actually need to do those mini games anymore. Kind of like how when Spider-Man PS4 came out for free on the PS5. I'm not sure if it's actually for free, but when it came out for the PS5, I actually just didn't need to do that. Let me go over here. Ah, of course. You attained a stray bead. Find all the scattered beads and get a special reward. You know, I think this game was, at least at the time when it came out, I think it might have been considered a failure. Because for when it came out, it was definitely considered, it took a lot just from looking at it now. And it probably took a lot of resources, but I'm not sure it did too well. Is this a legendary shrine? It must be in the cave of Nagi. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the white wolf Shiranui. First the river of the heavens, and now this place. Where the heck are we, Furball? Boy, this place is a wreck. See, the sword's in a really bad shape. The god sure didn't do much to protect this place. I can't do it yet. I know you can handle a brush. Now try again and draw more carefully. And make sure you're right in the front of the statue. Alright, yeah, I got you. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Exit options. That really was your brushwork all this time. How do you get so good exactly? Who are you anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like a mouse? A mouse with a really big sword. Well, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time, but with all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine, dedicated to ancient heroes. If there is anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. Hey, that was the god Tachigami, master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute, if you're getting all these powers, then you're just like that Shiranui, you know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Nagi. When Shiranui died, the wolf's power was split into the 13 brush gods, and this is crazy. Shiranui and Nagi, it's just like the legend. Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff off on that bolt over there. Let me see you slice it in half by drawing a single line. I won't believe it until I see it. You know, they say single line, but I feel like I gotta draw it horizontally. Okay, you know, they didn't really specify on that. I just have to test it out. Yeah. Admittedly, I've never seen anyone actually draw it vertically, so they probably didn't have to, but I was curious. I didn't think you had it in you, Furball. I'm not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. Hey, Furball. I mean, Amaterasu. I've made up my mind. If you're Shiranui Reborn, then that means you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I think I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you. Oh yeah, that's great. It's no use trying to change my mind. There's no stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered the Power Slash, you can cut down that thing Saki was talking about. Let's get back and give it a shot. Hey, another achievement. Hey, I appreciate the old school arrow showing me where to go. Nice, nice. So I gotta get those money. I do gotta get those money. Thought it would come to me. I wasn't sure. Oh. Awesome. Okay, can I cut all of these too? Nice. Oh yeah, I've got ink. I completely forgot that. When I ran out of ink, I turned into just a white wolf. I could have sworn there was another fruit over here, but that's fine. What the? Where do they come from? Ah, whatever. Draw first and ask questions later, right? You know that divine instrument you have on your back? Well, press the X to use its power against them. Look at me. Once you've caught them off guard and turned them black and white, they're easy prey for your brush, no matter how nasty they are. Grab your brush and give them a power slash. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess that's just a. Oh, I missed. I didn't do it to this guy. That's fine though. You obtained ink bottle. Bottle of full ink. Fill one of Amaterasu's ink pots. Okay. Okay, and then boom. Earn a cherry rank for each item in the result screen. Nice.